Is the Trump administration headed straight for contempt of court? We don't know at this moment yet, unfortunately. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court for the District of Columbia is currently still weighing whether the Trump administration willfully, knowingly, and unconstitutionally and unlawfully violated his court order to quote-unquote put and turn the damn planes around, that Donald Trump and his administration put up into the air despite Chief Justice Boasberg's court order. Let's find out where we're at with that. And if we're currently headed towards or almost there for contempt of court with the Trump administration. And find out what the next option is in this brand new reporting by NPR.
A high-stakes standoff between the Trump administration and a federal judge was back in court today. Federal Judge James Boasberg said there is a, quote, fair likelihood that the Trump administration violated his orders when it allowed 2 deportation flights to continue on their way to El Salvador last month. This was after the judge had blocked immigration officials from deporting alleged Venezuelan gang members under a rarely used wartime law. NPR's Joel Rose was in the courtroom today, and he's in the studio now. Hi, Joel.
Hey, Ari.
What is this dispute all about? Remind us what happened.
This all goes back to March 15th, when the Trump administration deported several hundred alleged gang members to a mega prison in El Salvador. That's the day the Trump administration formally announced in a proclamation that it would be using a law from 1798 called the Alien Enemies Act to quickly remove alleged members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua without regular due process, without a chance to contest the allegations against them. Immigrant advocates had filed a lawsuit trying to block those deportations, and Judge Boasberg held an emergency hearing that afternoon. He had already temporarily blocked the administration from using the Alien Enemies Act to deport the 5 plaintiffs in that case. In the afternoon, Boasberg expanded that order to other alleged gang members as well, and he told the Justice Department lawyers verbally in court that verbally in the hearing, that any plane that was already in the air, quote, needs to be returned to the U.S. That did not happen. The flights continued on to El Salvador.
Okay, so today, what happened in the courtroom?
Boasberg again tried to drill down on the details of what happened on that day. He asked the Justice Department a series of questions about the timeline. He asked who in the government knew about his order to turn the planes back and who made the decision to let them continue. The Department of Justice lawyer said he did not know the answer to that question and many others. Judge Boasberg is a former prosecutor, and he seemed like one at times on the bench today as he tried to get answers from basically a reluctant witness. And you could see Boasberg's frustration as well. The DOJ continued stonewalling today, as they have for weeks, over these details, even invoking the state secrets privilege to avoid revealing details about the flights. Boasberg noted today that none of the information he is asking for is classified, and he pushed the DOJ lawyer to name another case where unclassified information was covered by the state secrets privilege. He did not have an answer for that one either.
What is the Justice Department arguing here?
The DOJ says they did comply with the judge's orders. They say Boasberg's verbal order during that initial hearing did not carry as much weight as a written order issued an hour later, and that when he did issue that written order, it did not include the instruction to turn the planes around. Boasberg does not seem persuaded by this. He asked the Justice Department lawyer why they would move so quickly to get these flights into the air when his emergency hearing had already been scheduled. unless they were racing to get ahead of an unfavorable order from him. And Boasberg said there is a, quote, fair likelihood, unquote, that the government acted in bad faith throughout that day.
Fair likelihood. Where does that leave things? What happens next?
Boasberg seems to be leaning toward holding a contempt hearing. He hinted pretty strongly that there is probable cause to believe that contempt occurred, but it is not so clear what form this next step will take. Boasberg appears to be frustrated with briefings and declarations that do not answer his questions. He raised the possibility of holding hearings where administration officials will have to testify under oath, and he said he will issue an order with more details, but not before next week.
And meanwhile, those Venezuelans remain in that prison in El Salvador.
That's right, and the Trump administration is appealing his orders and the Supreme Court, and asking the Supreme Court to weigh in.
NPR's Joel Rose, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very disturbing and chilling news. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we will continue to follow the information in the news to figure out when and where there will be a contempt hearing or contempt proceeding against Donald Trump and the Trump administration. That is going to do it for today's legal breaking reporting analysis video. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting analysis video, please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting and legal breaking analysis video, please consider hitting the bell icon that is directly below the screen here, right next to the subscribe button on the right hand side. It does not cost anything, it's completely free. Another way you guys can make sure you guys never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting is by following me on my social medias that I will have linked down below. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. In case TikTok is banned, I will be on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There, you guys will be able to be able to stay up to date on when I upload and post a brand new legal breaking analysis video to the channel, which usually happens once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, or even 6 times a day, just depending on the schedule. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please do help me reach the overall channel goal of 150 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 150 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 150 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we achieve and reach the goal of 150 subscribers. Until my next reporting, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, please stay safe, and always look for the points of light in today's legal battles and today's corrupt government. And know that justice will prevail despite Donald Trump and his illegal administration's unconstitutional, illegal, unlawful executive orders and executive actions.